This is an R Media podcast.
This episode is supported by Vixen, Australian-made skincare powered by plant cell technology and designed to bring real simplicity back to skincare. Love has never been one size fits all, and these are the stories we love to tell at the Australian Women's Weekly. For over 90 years, we've been bringing you stories of hope, of heart and connection that reflect the world we live in. And now it's time for a new chapter with the Australian Women's Weekly Love Stories podcast. Hey Mum, I have just booked the very special surprise location for our Mother's Day brunch on Sunday. While we're there, I'm going to tell you all about the chat I just had with a beautiful young actress named Ana and her mum. Their relationship is so special, and Ana is so nice and so fiercely proud and protective of her mother, and anyway, it gave me a good lesson that I need to be like that with you as well. So remind me of that when I see you on Sunday. All right, see you then. Love you. Bye. Have you ever had a dream that felt really far-fetched, that felt too big or way too far outside the life you were supposed to be living? And if you said that dream out loud, did you have voices, your own or other people's, telling you this dream's not practical, it's not realistic, this dream's not supposed to be for someone like you? That's where we find Ana Thu Nguyen at the start of this love story. Except this one began before she was even born. It started on a small, overcrowded boat in the middle of the South China Sea with two 20-year-olds who had nothing but courage and the hope for something better. It then progressed to a refugee camp in Indonesia where knockbacks kept on coming. But then a following chapter saw a kind stranger enter the tale, a man who opened his Sydney home and gave the young family a sense of belonging. Later, it progressed to the back counter of a Vietnamese bakery where Ana did her homework between serving customers, never dreaming that the fantasy story that she disappeared into as a place of belonging would one day lead to a starring role in a huge Hollywood blockbuster, despite an array of voices telling her this dream wasn't meant for her. Today, Ana is joined by her mum, Uyen, and trust me, you're about to fall in love with her, to talk about the love that would lead to the success her daughter never dreamt was within her reach. They're going to talk about sacrifice, about resilience, and about the decision to give yourself permission to become who you were always meant to be.
All my thoughts were to help my parents as much as I could. And if I entertained the idea of going down a creative path and not doing law or going into a secure job to be able to have money to help them financially and to help my younger sister, then I would be dishonouring them in some way.
I'm Tiffany Dunk, and this is the Australian Women's Weekly Love Stories. Ana and Uyen, thank you so much for joining us here on the Love Stories couch. We're really thrilled to have you.
No, thank you so much for having me and my mum.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. I love to start by asking guests a bit of a signature question, and that is, what is your love language?
My love language, I would say my love language is, I think, touch. Yeah, I really like a nice warm hug, holding hands, and sometimes I just kind of, grab my mom's hand or something and be like, hey, Mom.
Well, there's nothing like a hug from your mum, right?
Yeah.
They're the best kind.
Yeah.
What
about you, Uyen?
Me the same too. Yeah. Sometimes I do for them something, or say, what you want, Mom? You want a gift? Or something. No, I just want to hug you and I love you or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Mom likes just thanks.
Yeah,
like,
thank you. Or I always hug my children at home. I always.
So it's a beautiful, touchy family.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. She doesn't like gifts.
Yeah.
She doesn't care about gifts.
Yeah, I didn't like a gift.
Oh, okay.
Every people like the gift, but me, look like we love them very much. Every time, that means every time if you make them the gift too much and not real, you know. That means love more, hurt more than so much love. Can't talk, you know. That means I love you very, very, very much. You know, that means like that,
Can't
you know.
use words.
Yes, I love that. Well, I think, I mean, I shouldn't say this out loud maybe, but there is such an industry around all of these holidays, isn't there? And sometimes we forget the true meaning of them. And as we're approaching Mother's Day, it is about celebrating the woman in your life that you love and saying thank you and I love you and I appreciate you, I see you, all of those things. So that's beautiful.
But her father different.
Oh, he likes gifts.
He likes gifts. He likes gifts. I say, oh, I want that one. I want this one, my Father Day. I want this one, my birthday.
Are there things that as a mother-daughter you love doing together? Are there things that really bring the two of you together?
We just like having like a cup of coffee or a tea together, going out for breakfast. It's just spending the mornings together is usually something that I like to do with my mom. I see her quite often. I come back home like once a week and I think it's over food. That we bond.
So there's the other love language, a bit of food.
I'm always like, oh, I really miss the Vietnamese food, Mom. What's for dinner tonight?
Yes. Well, like a mother's hug, there's nothing like mum's dinners, right? Like I think everyone like struggles to live up to that as they go off and learn how to cook themselves. No one makes it like your mum. Ana, I've been reading a little bit about you and your story, and I really related to that idea of as you got older, you felt you needed to go to university. You needed to follow this very traditional path. That was really a pressure I felt as well.
Wow.
And, you know, doing something creative, doing something that wasn't necessarily a guaranteed money earner was quite scary. And I just wonder what gave you the confidence to make that switch and to go after your big dream?
Oh, wow. I think it was just something in the back of my head that I couldn't shake off, like that feeling that I've always loved stories. I've always loved inhabiting other people's lives. And that was there from a very young age. But like you said, it wasn't, in my mind, it wasn't that much of there wasn't the opportunity to do that at that point in time when I was young. But I think I think in a way it comes from my mom, because she's always done so much for us, but with a sense of she can do it. Like she pushes through, and she's told me before, like in the back of her mind through all the hardships, it's always been, I can do this, I can do this. I can do this for my family. I can do this for my children. And I think that kind of had filtered down. And once I made the decision to switch over to acting, I thought, no, you know what? I can do this. If I love this so much, and if I want to do this for not only myself, but my parents, to make them proud, for my future family, I can do it. I'll just push through no matter what. So that sense of certainty helped to drive me. But it was very hard to make that decision.
Of course. Nothing comes overnight.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we'll get to that again, but I want to go backwards a little bit now. When you were just 20 years old, when you made a huge life-changing decision and you decided to get on a boat from Vietnam to try and seek out a new life, can you take me back to that moment? What led you to that decision? And that must have been really frightening.
Yes. When I 20, I left Vietnam. I go that I just thinking about help from my family. Yes, I must me more stronger. Yes, because that time my mom got 10 children.
10 children?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
Okay, wow. 10.
Yeah, 7 boys and 3 girls.
Wow.
I'm younger. I'm number 9. Lucky number 9. Yes. And I saw my mom work very hard, look after children. Why I thinking I can do anything, help her, you know. and why I go to the boat. And and I always thinking in my head, okay, I can help my mom, and I must be stronger. And when I go to the boat like that. Yeah.
Can you take me back to what it was like, that journey? Can you tell me a little bit about what that felt like?
You know, that time after 75, the war finished, the war, Vietnamese war, you know that? And a lot of people left Vietnam a lot. And all my family in Vietnam, but I just thinking in my head always, I have my mom. That's all. I didn't think about everything. And I saw them go, and I just go, and I think maybe one day I can help my mom. And I go, but my boat very big, maybe 510 people.
Wow.
Yeah, very, very big boat. 1 week 10 days on the sea.
On the sea.
Yeah, very hard. I go myself, no people. I didn't know everything, and no people in the boat.
So scary.
We help together on the boat. Because we go in the boat, and sometimes we sick, we warm it, because the boat go up like down like that.
Oh my goodness.
Very scared.
No food.
Food. First time few days they still got the food, and after few days no food. You know, we must share together, eat and drink and catch. You know, very high, maybe nearly 1.5 meters when we touch the cup. Drink the water, the sea water.
Oh no!
Yeah, because very salty, but no water. We must drink like that, you know. Very hard.
Oh my gosh!
But my boat very lucky, big. But some boat very small.
Dad's boat was small.
That boat lucky small, and that some boat very small too. And sometimes like that, I pop, die.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. So tell me about getting to the camp. You meet your husband. Yes. Can you tell me a little bit about that first love and how that story unfolded?
Because,
there's a lot of drama.
Until there, the lady, she helped me when I on the boat because I go myself. That means I only 18 years old. That means she helped me when I warm it or I not food to eat. She look after me. She very good. And when we go up, we live together in the room. And look like I look like her, look like my sister. And she look after me. She love me too. She look like my sister said together, you know. And until father come and talk with her because until father know that two lady. And sit there and until father see me, nice girl. And ask me, what's your name? And where you live? And after that, next day, he come again. And over again. Can you go movie with me? I say, okay.
I love this. That's so beautiful.
1 day, 2 days, and after that, they say, okay, maybe I fell in love with you. And that time I moved in there. Live with him, and after that, because he until father side Catholic. I am Buddha.
Okay.
Wow. And after that, they say if you want to marry, you must go to church. And we went to the church in Galang and meet the father or something, and the father do something okay. We meet and we live together, and after that born the aunt too. He love it. Wow.
Now, Ana, I'd love it if you could tell the story. You might be too young to remember it, but the family were interviewing for a lot of different countries to see if you could get refugee status, but the one for Australia came up and you played again a little bit of a starring role. Can you tell me that story?
Well, I don't remember, but this is what I've heard from my parents. So they would go and interview different countries, and each time I would stay back in the barracks to be looked after by one of our other family friends. But for some reason, when the Australian interview came along, they just decided to bring me along with them. And so I was waiting outside with a family friend while they were inside doing the interview, and the interviewers asked, "Oh, so you have a child? Can we see her?" And so Mum's like, "Yeah, she's just outside." And they brought me in, and I just started dancing and singing on the tabletops, just charming the interviewers. And after that, they said, "Okay, cool."
They just say okay.
They just
go
said
home
okay.
waiting. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I love that. That's you're a huge reason why the family are now here in Australia.
Yeah. I think our Australian interviewer really loved children, and they were looking for families to sponsor to come to Australia, and it just so happened that in that particular one I was there. So I was just very lucky and feel so blessed and grateful to be here.
Next up, those early days in Australia and the kindness of an incredible stranger who'd really changed their life. Mother's Day always makes me pause a little and really think about the women who've shaped me and how rarely I actually take time to do something just for them. So this year, I'm planning to give my mum something that up until now I've just been doing for myself. I've been using Vixen for the past couple of months. Their all-in-one Australian-made skincare with Apple stem cell technology has been the fix I didn't even know my skin needed. Dry patches? They're gone. Redness? It's really calmed, and my skin feels super soft, which I love. So, want to get on board with me? Head to vixen.com.au and use the code LOVESTORIES for a little Mother's Day gift. It's such a simple, beautiful way to show any woman in your life just how much they mean to you. You'll even get a handwritten, personalised card just for them, so it arrives at their door feeling really special. So what were those early days in Australia like for you, Uyen, and for your family?
We were sponsored
Because
by
sponsor from Catholic.
from the Catholic Church.
We don't have people, family in Australia.
Yeah.
They got one man, Aussie man, come in the airport, pick up you.
And this was the man you call Grandpa?
Yes,
Yeah,
so
Bill.
we call him Grandfather Bill. He passed away over a decade now, but he helped so many Vietnamese refugees settle into Sydney. But yeah, he was family. It was like family to us.
Because he introduced you into his own home.
Yes,
Wow.
we lived with him for 5 years.
7 years.
Oh, 7 years.
7 years,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, he really helped to settle us in and would drive me to school.
And this was in, which part of Sydney?
In the Sutherland Shire.
In the Sutherland Shire,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Obviously, being a Vietnamese family and settling in and not having family, not having that community built in, where did you find that sense of community and how did you find that adjustment?
We went a lot to Cabramatta. Yeah, because there was a big Vietnamese community there. And a lot of the families that Grandfather Bill had settled ended up moving over to Cabramatta. So we made family friends with a lot of them, and Mum and Dad made sure that we would still stay connected to them and to our culture. But they also really love the Sutherland Shire. So we decided to stay in the Shire.
Yeah.
But in order to get the community, we always went over to Cabramatta, Marrickville for the banh mi's, for the bars.
So the sense of home.
Sometimes we need Vietnamese food. We must go there.
Well, you were obviously working very hard, right, to settle into life, to get yourself set up and working. Can you tell me a little bit about how much work played into your life and how you juggled being a mum as well?
That means that time when Thu go up, and after that we say because that time we live in Mr. Bill 7 years, and that time I tell my husband, I said, now the children go up, and we need a house, something for them, and we must go to work. And you got a job, and I got a job, and maybe we go. You do bánh mì, and I know too, and maybe we work and we open the shop and get the money buy the house for children. Because they grown up, and after that we got a shop and we work maybe 17 hours or 18 hours a day.
Wow.
And sometimes Anh Thu will come help too. Yeah, they very good girl. And the same, her sister, the same too. Yeah, they look mom and dad work hard. They thinking mom and dad work hard for them. And they when they go school, they work very hard too. Yeah, but mom, I work hard, but still weekend we still take them go out. Look like go to restaurant, eat dinner, or go to park or something. We still do like that because when they still 10 or 9, still young, Yeah, we work hard. We still play with them.
Yeah.
And at night time we still talk with them or something. Yeah, we always stuck together.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember when we were very young, Mum, and this was before we had the bakery, Mum and Dad would work multiple jobs. Mum would take me from house to house while she was cleaning. And I would then hop over to help Dad with some gardening at another house. So they always took us along, and I think that I always witnessed their hard work firsthand and experienced it firsthand. And then again with the bakery, like as soon as they decided to have the bakery, it was I think it was even harder. It was like, 17 hours a day, 364 days a year. Having half a day off on Christmas Day, that was about it.
Yeah, maybe a half day off.
Yeah.
I don't know, few hours. Not half day.
Yeah. Well, that means that you definitely grew up with that huge work ethic. And I know as well with English not being your first language, when I'm guessing that you and your sister, Anna, would have sort of helped with errands or with anything that, needed somebody who was a little more fluent in English.
From a young age, as soon as I was more fluent in English, I became my mum's translator. So everywhere that she needed to go that involved help with like English, I would come along, and I'm just like this 8-year-old girl just trying to translate for my mum. But I guess I have to just learn, even if like I didn't know what it was. I just had to find the independence to help them out.
That must have made you grow up quite quickly, I would imagine, or sort of really set you up in terms of confidence and resilience as well.
Yes, I just had to, I think, because there's no other choice really but to to step up and be the eldest daughter. And there were moments where I had to really hold my parents' hands through more difficult situations, dealing with like lawyers and things like that, or landlords, and just have to really advocate for them as well as myself while I was just quite young. Because I think growing up in the Shire, it was luckily like my experience was like quite warm, but it wasn't back then, like it wasn't that much of a diverse area. So a lot of the times, you would experience some sort of racism or just like words being spoken to my parents, and I had to really advocate for them and say that's not right. Like just because they don't understand that much doesn't mean they don't belong to be here just as much as you do.
Where did you find the strength to do that? Because that's hard.
I think the strength comes from my parents. When I look at their journey and what they've gone through to put me here, to give me these opportunities, it doesn't compare to what anyone else could say to me or my family. They, like my mum and my dad, they have so much love for me, and their entire journey has been wrought with hardships. And no one understands that as much as we do, because my parents experienced it. And I think that I draw on their strengths, and it's to me, it's like you don't understand what it's taken for us to be here. So I will fight for them. I will stand up for them.
Where did you find escape from? So, I mean, obviously you're doing all of these grown-up things, and I know you worked very hard in the bakery as well as doing all your schoolwork. Where was your escape? Like, what did you do to sort of find those moments? Yeah.
I loved stories. I loved reading.
Yes.
I loved books so much. Like during the school holidays, Mum would drop me off at the library and I would come back with just stacks of 10 books.
I say, Anh Thu, why you too much, Anh Thu? Are you read all? I say, yes, Mama. She love it.
I love stories.
Yeah, she love read the book. Sometimes she read the book like that. She read, Anh Thu, you want dinner? Anh Thu, you want dinner? Anh Thu, the first time I say, Mom, what you say, Mom? Go dinner. I say, okay, Mom. Why you don't listen? No, because I am here my book.
So you really lost yourself in those stories.
Very much.
Yeah, so your question of where did you escape to? I literally escaped to stories.
Yeah.
And acting. Yeah, I found that during high school.
So tell me a little bit about how acting came into your world.
I remember it must have been early high school, and I went to support my best friend because she did after school drama, and I hadn't even considered it at this stage.
No. Well, where would you find the time?
Yeah, I was very studious.
Yeah.
And so I went and supported her, and I remember the play was Macbeth, and she was on stage, and as the curtains rolled and it was going on, I was just so completely engrossed in the story, and I saw myself. It was so strange. It was like my body. I'd left my body, and I kind of saw myself on stage with everyone.
Wow!
And after that, I just thought, oh, I would love to try this. I think it was the thought of lifting myself from all the books that I've read and actually manifesting it into something in the real world. So it wasn't just in my imagination anymore, but now I could actually fulfill it in the physical world through acting.
Wow.
So after that, I just thought, okay, I need to choose it as an elective in high school. And then I just fell in love with it. It was truly another form of escapism that I never thought could be possible. Because I think growing up with so much responsibility and familial duties, there wasn't much room for me to be expressive, to be loud and bold and brash and do crazy things. But on the stage, I could.
So it allowed you to disappear into a whole different kind of world.
Yeah, and explore different people's perspectives as well. I think that was what I loved from reading so much, developing that empathy for different people's stories, because my parents have their struggles, but there are so many other struggles in the world. And people and every person's story is just so incredibly unique, and I loved being able to put myself in their shoes to understand their journey as well.
Wonderful. So you were doing drama at school, but not outside of that.
Yeah.
What came next? You got ducks of your school. You got into a double degree at university.
Yes.
Far
so
out.
I did commerce and law.
Yeah. Just
And
a couple of easy old subjects then.
it was crazy. It was a very difficult degree, but it was also very fun. I loved the people at university. It really opened up my eyes as well, coming out of the Shire, because sometimes, well, I know everyone's heard the Shire can be a bit of a bubble, but stepping outside there, it was great. But I think at that time, for me, it wasn't a possibility to go into acting, to become an actor.
Was that you telling yourself that, or was it other people? Like, where did this idea that it couldn't be for you come from?
I think it was largely myself. I think stopping myself from even considering it. And back then, all my thoughts were to help my parents as much as I could. And if I entertained the idea of going down a creative path and not doing law or going into a secure job to be able to have money to help them financially and to help my younger sister, I felt guilty. Even if I had that thought, it would just, I'd try to squash it because I think that I just thought that it would be too indulgent for me to do after everything that my parents had gone through.
Yeah.
And my parents, they never directly put pressure on me, but I think I put the pressure on myself because I saw how hard they worked.
Yeah.
And so if I threw that all away and chased something that wasn't that didn't have a sure means of success, then I would be dishonouring them in some way. So a lot of the pressure, I think, was on myself.
Did you know, Uyen, that this is how your daughter felt?
Yes. We know her work very hard, you know.
Yeah.
And when she young, when she 1 year, normally this one for the culture. That mean we talk about when they 1 year on, and the culture look like Asian people look like when the first year. When happy birthday the first year, we got the dry food, the scissors, the paper, the book, or the pen. If the child the first year, they start pick something, and maybe that been all like they that job they choose something. That mean like that. The Asian people like that. And too, when the first year on her birthday, she take the book and the pen. Yeah, and we hiding for her 2 times, but she still go to the back. The people get the book, give me back my book. Yeah, and the scissors, the pen, or the drum or something, she didn't touch anything. The money or something, she didn't touch anything. Only the book and the pen. Yeah.
So you knew that was her destiny.
Yeah, and where there's
So Mum always, she always knew that I would like stories and books and
that's
studying.
True. When she go up and she read the book and always study and writing. Oh, she write a lot. Yeah, she write. Mum, my head hurt.
Yeah, I studied a lot.
Yeah, she studied very hard.
Yeah. I wanted to make my parents proud.
Yeah. And I'm sure you were proud, right?
Yeah,
well, it sounds like it anyway. Yes.
Yeah.
So you graduated, and what came next?
I started working in management consulting.
Okay.
So I got a graduate position at a consulting, a top-tier consulting firm, which I was very excited about. I think I always grew up watching Law and Order.
Same.
Yeah,
She loved it.
I loved Law and Order.
When she young, 9 years old, 9 or 10, every Friday, Mom turn on the TV, 8:30, Law and Order, and she loved it. She like, maybe she go to lawyer. That guy.
And I did study law.
Yes.
But I love studying it. I think when I did an internship in law, it just it ended up being. It wasn't what I expected. It wasn't like Law and Order. Let's just say
Different law.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. So I pivoted and went into consulting instead. And Mum and Dad were happy.
Yes. Next up, the moment Ana tells her parents she's walking away from that safe career, and the very surprising way that Uyen responds.
A warm hello to our new listeners. I'm Sophie, editor of the Australian Women's Weekly, and we're so happy you're joining us on this new chapter. For over 90 years, the Australian Women's Weekly has been a trusted home of real love stories, the kind that are messy and funny and quietly miraculous, just like real life, and just what we all need right now. Now, with the Australian Women's Weekly Love Stories, we're wrapping those stories around you in lots of new ways. Online, in your ears, wherever you are, making it easy as possible for you to enjoy. So, if you've grown up with the Weekly or you're just finding us now, welcome. And we'd love you to come on this new adventure with us, exploring every kind of love and the real things that matter to all of us. And because you're listening, and we value that, we've got something special just for you, a discounted subscription to the Australian Women's Weekly so you can dive even deeper into the stories you're liking. Just head to womensweekly.com.au to find out more. And thank you so much for being part of our Love Stories family. Now back to the chat.
So then, obviously, we now know that wasn't going to be your path and you decided to pivot. So can you take me back to the moment where you went, I want to change. I'm going to do something maybe a bit crazy, but something that's going to make me really happy.
Yeah, I think I enjoyed consulting for maybe the first couple of years. And then I think the hours just got too much. And I was feeling burnt out. And I just started having conversations with friends and my partner, people around me. It's like, oh, you don't seem so happy. What if you were to choose anything you wanted to do? What would you do? I'm like, you mean like anything without any repercussions, no duties, no responsibilities? I could do anything. And I just thought back to, my first love with acting, and I realized, I think that I would love to try that. But still, no, I can't. I can't do that. I can't tell my parents. I can't throw all this away. But I ended up doing a transfer over in the US for a year. And I thought that working in corporate in Australia was hard, but in America it's like a whole different ballgame. And I remember walking home one night in Chicago at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. after weeks of working 70, 75 hours and thinking, if I were to work this hard, I want to do something that I love with it. I'm not scared of the hours because I've grown up seeing my parents work just consistently for the people that they love, and that's okay to me. But I wanted to do that for something that I was really passionate about. And despite being completely overwhelmed with and like no sleep at all, I just had a very clear moment of clarity that this is what I was going to do from now on. I'll go back to Sydney and I'll figure it out along the way. I don't know how to start because I don't know anyone in the industry. And by this time I was late 20s, so 27.
Yeah.
But I was going to do it. I'm just going to go and chase this acting dream.
Far out.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel when Ana told you that this is what she was going to do? Like, honestly, what did you think?
The first time I hear Ana Thu tell me like that, and she was shocked. I say, oh, okay. And that means I stand like that, I cry a few minutes. And I say, why? And I say, long hour, because you know what? It's up to you. And if you happy, that means your life, not my mom life. Mom never steal with your life forever. That means I think like that and tell her like that and say, okay, you can join anything you like, you know, and I happy. And she say, I go actor, blah, blah, blah. I say, okay, if you think you can do it, you can do it. Yeah, and I put her but my mind still worry. I don't know. And after that, I go back when she high school. She got drama. She good, you know. I say, maybe she can do it. I say, okay. You
but
can
you have
do
to
it.
work hard.
Yeah, and you can do it too. Yeah, and I put her a little bit. And one day she said, Mom, I got movie. I'm out of film like that, blah, 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 blah. You want to see? You want to come have a look? I say, okay. That time I not worry, you know. Still a little bit worry, you know. I say, okay. And that happy for her. And she got a new job. She happy, you know. Yeah, that time. You know.
So you came back. You said you knew no one in the industry, didn't even know where to start. So how did you start?
I just applied to some acting schools. I didn't really know which were which, to be honest. And I think I was a bit too late in applying to a lot of them because I didn't realise that you had to apply at the end of the year for the year before. So all the intakes had already been taken. So I just thought, okay, well, I'll just sort out my own coaches, my own teachers. And as I started to learn more about the industry and about like different courses and things and what actors learn, I set up my own courses. So I would do 2 hours of voice a day, 2 hours of movement, like accent learning. And then I'd read an acting book. I'd read a play. I would film myself and watch over it. So I set up my own curriculum.
That's awesome.
Just to mimic something that NIDA would do, for example.
Right. That's so clever. I love that.
Yeah, thank you.
And it kind of fits with you being a very studious person.
Yeah.
I can see you doing this, having your own school at home. When did you first get work?
I did a couple of plays. So I did a few independent theatre plays. But I think my first screen job would have been in a spy parody.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the name of it?
The Spy Who Never Dies.
The Spy Who Never Dies. And did you go and see that one?
Oh, no, maybe no.
We just go to see the look like the
Which one was the first
Law and
one?
Order. You run and kung fu like that.
Oh,
that
yes, that's
movie.
right. Okay.
That's
So
one.
that one was just a small
Yeah.
role. But my first big role was Get Free. And that one was where I was a detective trying to find and solve a case of missing girls in a small town. It was about human trafficking. So it was it was quite intense.
Yeah.
But it really delved into themes that I loved to explore.
So obviously Mortal Kombat 2 is coming out soon and
Yes.
you are in this like that blows my brain that you just were like, oh, I don't even know if I can do acting. Oh, here I am in the lead of a huge Hollywood movie.
Oh, well, that blows my brain too.
How did it come to pass?
I received an audition for it. Actually, no, the story of Mortal Kombat goes back a bit further because I auditioned for the first Mortal Kombat.
No way. Wow.
For the role of Natara. And I remember when I got the brief for that, I was like, oh my God, this is so amazing. I grew up with fighting games. And I just love fantasy. So I just thought this would be an amazing opportunity if I was able to get this. But unfortunately, I didn't book it in the end. So I was really devastated. But it was a strange feeling when I got that first audition because I felt like I felt like I kind of belonged in that world. So when I didn't get it, I was very shocked, and I was very shocked and sad. But then I let it go. I was like, okay, it's all right. You know, there'll be other opportunities. This one just wasn't for me. And then I heard that Mortal Kombat 2 was being made. And when I got the audition for Sindel, I think because I didn't get the first one, I was like, okay, you know, it's all right. I'll try my best. This is amazing. I'm going to give it my all, but with no attachment. Because I was quite attached to the first audition that I did. Yeah. And so when I put it through, I was like, great. I feel like I gave it my all. And Sindel just sat so naturally within me. If it's meant to happen, it'll happen. If not, then it won't. And I just let it go, forgot about it. 6 weeks later, I heard that I got a call back and I hopped on to do the Zoom. It was quite quick. Don't really remember too much of what happened. It was maybe 15 minutes, but I remember feeling afterwards again that it felt right, that I gave it everything that I could. Yeah. And I was just driving up to see my friends for dinner afterwards so that I could forget that it all happened. I received a call from my agents saying, hey, where are you? We're at your house. I'm like, what? Wait, why are you at my house? I'm just on the road right now. It's like, yeah, we opened the door and your mum was there. My mum had opened the door and my dogs were there and they were just barking at them because they were strangers. And I was like, we just got attacked by your dog. I was like, what? What do you mean? Why are you at my parents' house? And they just told me to pull over.
Oh, wow.
And I was freaking out because I thought, I just did the callback this morning. And if they are calling me now, are they going to say that they heard that it was terrible news that I did such an awful job? I don't know why your mind automatically just goes to that.
Always goes to the worst case scenario.
So I was like, okay, let me just pull over, take a deep breath. I'll FaceTime you back. And then they told me that I got it. And I was like, what do you mean? I just did this less than 6 hours ago. How have I already received the role so fast?
That's amazing. You manifested it back in 2020.
I did. And I didn't even think of that then. But in hindsight, I was like, wow, that feeling that I had in 2020 that I would be a part of this universe in some strange way actually came true.
Wow. So what does this mean now for your future? Like, I mean, are you planning to move to LA? Like, what's ahead for you now?
For sure, that is something that I'm considering to move over there for. I've been talking about, and I've told mom and dad potentially that I would be moving over, and yeah, they're sad, but they're like, go for it.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking back to the start of this conversation and, you both took a really big leap of faith when you were 20 and yourself when you were 33. What piece of advice would you have for yourself if you put yourself back in those shoes that you were in then, or what would you tell yourself back then?
When I younger, sometimes I thinking I do something. That means I must always thinking in my head, I can do it. Go win. That means like that. No, I don't need every people foot me or something. Look like Thu, she can do it herself, That means she look like me, strong, strong lady, strong
mother,
girl.
like daughter. I love that.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always thinking something, I do something. Look like when I got a shop, the same too. My husband very scared. He said, if we can't do it, why we lose the money? Blah, blah. No, you must think about you can do it. A family. Your family in Vietnam and little family in here too. You must think like that and must use more stronger. I always like that. And my husband, okay, Quyên.
Gosh, your mom's a force of nature.
Yeah, she just pushes through, and I think that's where I've gotten a lot of my perseverance as well. And if I were to look back and give advice to my younger self, it would be, you can do it. It's the same. My mum's such a great role model for me. Like, she has such incredible love for us kids, for like our family, for her family in Vietnam, and just for people around in general. Like, her empathy for people is really outstanding. And that's where I really look up to her because of that. As Vietnamese refugees, we've experienced so much generosity from the people around us. Like, for example, Grandfather Bill, who gave us like his home to help us settle in here in Australia. He was such a generous and a beautiful human being and soul. And I think that we need more of that around, like the giving and the love and the sharing, especially during just more uncertain times. But I think that like once it's not just for yourself, but for everyone around.
And we thank you, Australia.
Like we've always been so incredibly thankful for for the community that has helped set us up here.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of the times, like the Vietnamese community have also brought in a lot of the joys of our culture as well. So especially the food, Vietnamese food is it's such an uplifting culture and cuisine, and everyone enjoys it. Vietnamese people are just so incredibly hardworking, and I think that is something that we've, as people, tried to gift to the community that has helped us and embraced us so much. So yeah, we've always just grown up with so much gratitude.
Yeah. Oh, well, Ana and Nguyen, thank you so much for joining me and sharing your stories. It's been a real joy.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much. Thank you, Australia.
What an incredible story. Ana and Nguyen really remind us that some dreams begin long before we ever speak them out loud, because one young woman's leap of faith into the ocean became the foundation for her daughter, who would one day step into the spotlight. Not in spite of that sacrifice, but actually because of it. Their love has moved from survival to support, from quiet expectation to a loud and joyful permission. And I love that. To hear more stories like this one, head to womensweekly.com.au or scroll back in your feed. You'll find a wealth of love stories that are worth another listen if you haven't gotten to them before. I'll see you soon. This episode is supported by Vixen, Australian-made skincare powered by plant cell technology and designed to bring real simplicity back to skincare.
This is an R Media podcast.